Welcome back, YouTubers and YouTuberettes. This is ConorArmCEO here. Welcome back to my channel. Let's recap from what we've learned from X-Men Apocalypse. They thought they weren't going to win against Apocalypse, which of course, as we saw of Days of Futures Past, they are going to do an Apocalypse episode, which of course everybody knows that he was the first and father of all mutants. And whatnot, and it started off with Cyclops, Scott Summers, coming straight to the Xavier Institute to help him control his powers, and that's where he met Quicksilver, also his brother Havoc, and Jean Grey, and Beast, and Nightcrawler, along with Mystique and Storm. And then so near the end of it, well, of course around it, Phoenix was having nightmares, and then every time when they went to check on her, her room was on fire, and everybody knows what that means. The Phoenix. I was going to say the spirit of the Phoenix, but I don't know if that sounds proper. But anyway, the Phoenix, and Xavier says it's just a dream. But according to the original comics, Professor Xavier was kind of manipulative. I think he hid Havoc from Summers and made him believe that he was dead. So in this story, they're gonna leave that. Excuse me. And then so near the end, Xavier gets inside Apocalypse's head, and then they both have this fight, and then the next thing, just before Xavier was about to die, he came into contact with Jean and told her to let it go. And then just from right then and there, she unleashed the power of the Phoenix and burned Apocalypse alive. And so, by sounds of the Dark Phoenix, which means the Phoenix has gotten stronger since it been awoken from within, from Jean, and there's going to be an origin story, as we saw from X-Men The Last Stand, where they met Jean Grey, and they wanted to sort out the problem that involved Jean having this very, very dark ability, but also with her psychic abilities. Professor Xavier and Eric Magneto wanted to help her, but around that stage, Eric was getting a little bit annoyed that people are still thinking that mutation is an illness. And as Patrick Stewart said in the first X-Men, humanity would never accept us. He became angry and vengeful. And then by the looks of things started to look different and changed more, because in Days of Futures Past, not Wolverine changed the course of time. Not only Logan, Mystique did. She was made out to be a hero because she did the unspeakable thing and did not kill the man who was responsible for the Sentinels. But now, enough bragging. Let's just sit back, relax, and enjoy the 2019s, which of course is taking place next year, which of course is not far along. The new X-Men film, and it's the young X-Men, because I don't know if we'll be seeing Wolverine again, because after all, Hugh Jackman is done as Wolverine, as far as we know. But anyway, let's sit back and relax and enjoy Dark Phoenix.
You think you can fix me?
Jean, you are not broken. The mind is a fragile thing. It takes only the slightest tap to tip it in the wrong direction.
Charles, what did you do?
I had to keep her stable. I protected her.
From the truth? There's another word for that.
Did she just kill her parents?
I came looking for answers.
Are you freaking kidding me? You went to Magneto!
Here. You don't.
Who's the blonde?
I can't begin to comprehend what you are.
She's changing.
And what?
You didn't come here looking for answers. You came here looking for permission.
Permission?
Jean. She's all rage.
Eric, what the hell have you done?
Pain. That's all coming out of us. Jean lost control. She's still our friend. This is your fault, Charles. The world is on the brink. I'm sorry. I didn't stop it sooner.
You're always sorry, Charles. And there's always a speech. And nobody cares.
There's still hope.
Oh, who the hell did she kill?
I'm looking at it now.
February. As I saw in that origin story, she came to the Xavier Institute to ask to be fixed. But mutation is nothing to be fixed, it's something to embrace and control, X-Men wise. And you obviously get to see the classic original X-Men clothing, where it's all just navy blue, dark navy blue, with the X-Men up to edges of the chest, up to the shoulders. And Mystique, she's back as an X-Men again. And Storm and Quicksilver are an X-Men. And by the looks of things, did she murder her parents? Because sometimes when your powers manifest, it's in an awkward situation, like Rogue in the first X-Men. The first boy she ever kissed ended up putting him in a 2-week coma. Wolverine's real father murdered his stepfather, and his powers manifest out of anger and killed him. And obviously, Deadpool manifested his powers when he was nearly dying of suffocation. And Cyclops' powers manifested out of nowhere when he was suffering headaches and nearly burned places. And by the looks of things, they're keeping the story as they did in The Last Stand. Hid a secret from Jean and caused a huge mess up, and they're all pointing fingers at Charles, which of course in the original comics he was a bit dark. And Eric is still Eric. He's wearing the helmet again, and the way he said, "You're not looking for help, you're looking for permission." And what did he mean by permission? To strike? And who were these X-Men that he... And who were... Sorry, not X-Men. Who were these graves that they were buried and they were standing next to? Who did she kill? And is it going to be traditional, as you see in the cartoons and the comics? Is Cyclops Scott, one of the most whiniest, bitchy X-Men ever, is the key to stop her, to calm her down? And then, is it going to be exactly the same as we saw from the first two X-Men, from X-Men 2 and X-Men Last Stand? Sorry. Well, yeah. I guess we're going to have to find out until it's out. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed my reaction video, and I hope you enjoyed the trailer, and I hope you liked my previous reaction video. And I still have to do YouTubers' reaction requests, which of course, hopefully... But, well, I'm going to charge this camera and then get right to it. But anyway, to the YouTubers and YouTuberettes, I'm ConorArmCEO. Thank you, and over and out.